it was a gap. And we know that majority of the times, whenever there is a gap up opening, almost 60% of the times the gaps kind of actually get filled up very same day. So that is the first thing. Now, as far as I'm kind of concerned, it is majorly two setups that I'm trading right now on this thing on expiry day. So one is one particular setup in Bank Nifty, which has multiple, which is multi time frame straddles. And the second thing that we kind of actually do for Nifty is that we kind of keep doing the straddles. No, that is depending on the market moving, we kind of keep shifting the straddles. So that is more or less an algo setup that we are doing. So at the beginning of the day, we have an opening range that is after gap up. So this is the first 15-minute high and low. So beyond which, that is breaking the first 15-minute high and low, we can actually expect for some sort of a drop. So initially I wanted to sell only call option. That was kind of actually my initial plan. That is to sell only the call option and get started with my positions. So I'll just show you like how we traded on first stock. I hope my screen is visible. I hope it is visible, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So as far as this particular, okay, now also it should be visible. So as far as like our first stock algo is kind of concerned, what we personally did for ourselves was we solved the 17,750 straddle. That is 17,750 short straddle was what we did. So this put options and all you see are hedges. 17,750 call and put. Just a second. Yeah. So 17, where is it? Yeah. So 17,750 call and put or 17,750 straddles or what we basically did for the day as far as our algo is concerned, This is purely rule based. So wherever the market is at 930, it will kind of actually do a short straddle. We'll have a look at the combined premium. Now, depending on the market giving a more equivalent to the combined premium, it keeps rolling up or rolling down the positions. So the risk management set in such a way that at any particular day, we are not supposed to be losing more than 2% of the capital. Okay. And this is something like a very primitive thing, but when the premiums are kind of actually good, this still works. So today, if you ask me whether premiums kind of too good, the answer is no still, but we actually ran it. And this is one of the positions I showed you today morning. That is 17,750 short straddle. Now, when it kind of comes to that was rule based. That is no manual intervention. It was like completely rule based. Now, if you have a look at what do you say, discretionary trading, my logic was actually to sell a call option as the day's low gets broken, and then sell a put option as I see some sort of a rejection coming in. Okay. So initially, as I saw that, okay, the day's low is getting broken, I wanted to sell call. That was my initial plan. But then soon after that, there is some sort of a rejection coming in. So rather, I go for a discretionary short straddle at 17,750 itself. That is, I manually sell a 17,750 call as well as a 17,750 put. Okay. So I kind of actually do both. That is, I sell both the 17,750 call as well as a 17,750 put. So that is something that I just did for the day. And if you have a look at the orders, so this is what was kind of actually done. So 17,750 put, so 80,000 call, 17,300 put, all these things are basically hedges. Okay. So we do this, or we kind of actually just did this. I think I sorted by type. Yeah. So you can see the 17,750 call. This was a short straddle. Okay, this position got converted into a short straddle. So then pause that market stays sideways for a while, as you see, and after some time, okay, that is like after some time, we just witnessed that there is big drop coming in and some big bearishness coming in. So in between, remember, like we exited the put options that we sold. We had exited the put options we sold initially, and then after that, market comes back to this very same level again when it started facing rejection. Again when it started bouncing up, that is like over here, something like finding a support over here and bouncing up, we sold the put option again. Initially, we sold put options when it was a short straddle, exited the put option expecting market to fall down, then again shorted put option seeing this particular rejection coming in, but then after that it fell down, but it more or less stays sideways. Suppose that market starts falling, but by this particular point in time, DK was actually decent enough that even though the market was falling, the put options were not making us much loss. Then later on, what I did is, initially we were at a 17,750 short straddle. Okay. So later on, what I did is I squared off the 17,750 short straddle and I entered a 17,700 short straddle. I'll show you this. This was the only position I didn't show you during the live trading thing. Like I stopped during my breakfast, right? So if you have a look over here, yeah, you can see over here. So that is almost by 12. We exited 17,750 short straddle and we entered 17,700 short straddle. Okay, so the logic to enter 17,700 short straddle was that market was actually continuously dropping and our put option started losing money. So there was like too much of an imbalance that call option premiums were almost negligible. So in order to make it delta neutral or in order to manage the positions, I had to exit the old short straddle and do a fresh short straddle. Then we did a 17,700 short straddle, and that was the only thing that we did. I sold it for around, I think if I'm not wrong, it was around 20 rupees premium. I kept a hard stop loss of 40 rupees on both sides and I held on to the position for, let's see, what was the exact premium values. So 17,700, we sell it for around, 37. Okay. So okay, no, sorry, not that. 17,700, where is it? 17,700 call. Yeah. So here. Okay, so 17,700 call option. We kind of actually sold it for around 44 rupee, and 17,700 put option. That point in time, where did we sell it? Okay, that time it was a short strangle, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay, it was a 17,700 call option sell. Not able, 1146. Corresponding to that, okay, it was a 17,750 put option sell. That was for 50 rupee. Okay, so it was a 17,700 call option, the 7,750. See, I'm getting confused right now looking at my orders.
Sir, you had entered a short strangle at the end.
See, short strangle I had entered before I went for breakfast. What I'm saying is after breakfast. Okay, breakfast. Okay, sorry. Then it should be here. And it was at a later point in time, right?
Sir, you went for breakfast around 12 o'clock, so you can check according to that.
It was 17,700 that I remember. 17,700 call and put, but the pricing is no way matching. That's what I'm just thinking. Okay, it should be this. 17,700 put option for 12 o'clock is at around 20 rupee. And 17 corresponding to this, a 17,700 call option is for. Okay, this is an error. This is 70,000. My God. Okay, that was an error execution. I'm not figuring out. I'm not able to figure out. So 17,700 short straddle I did. The premiums, I'm not able to find out where was the orders.
Is there a feature to sort it according to the
according to the timing only? See, initially we did this particular short straddle fine. Then we exited the short straddle. That is, we bought back the puts. That is correct. All those things are kind of correct. Then when it kind of comes to a sell, yeah, 17,700 call we sold. Okay, yeah, 17,700 call we sold for 44 rupee. And 17,700, okay, 17,750 put we sold. That we sold for 50 rupee. I'm not getting my sold. Okay. Okay, leave it. 17,750 put we sold. Then again 17,700. Okay, then 17,700 put we sold for 20 rupee. Okay, I'm not getting this part. I don't know if some error or something is there over here. I'm not really able to figure out where the mismatch is coming. Anyways, it was a 17,700 short straddle that I did in the second half. That is after breakfast. It was 17,700 short straddle that we did. So post that, what kind of actually happens is market more or less consolidates over here. So by the time I got like decent enough DK, so again after that market started falling down, and we had like very less premium left. So I thought, okay, let's kind of actually just wind up with whatsoever we have made and just end for the day. Okay, that is like let's kind of actually just come out of it and just end for the day. So that makes it, see, as far as this account is concerned, it has a huge margin, but what we are utilizing is like just 20 lakhs. So it is more or less like a 1.5% gain. Okay, on the margin that we are using, that's the margin that is allocated for trading right now. Okay, so that is the thing with the discretionary trading stuff. 17,750 short saddle we did, then we exited 17,750 put as market fell, then we re-entered 17,700 straddle as markets fell down in order to make sure that the call side premiums are more or less matching with put sides, because as market fell, 17,750 put started increasing like crazy, that we had to roll down the calls. Okay, so that's what happened, and that's what we did for the day. So more or less, as far as our logic was concerned, it was purely based on the gap filling. Now, as I mentioned to you, on the other hand side, when it comes to the algo, whatever algo was trading was majorly based on this nifty short straddle. With market falling down, it kept rolling down. When market picking up, it kept shifting up. That's it. Okay. So these are the things. So as far as the algo is concerned, it's just like 0.3% return. On the other hand side, when it comes to discretionary trading, I made around 1.5%. So, and I'll show you like some of the other accounts also that is connected. Just give me a minute. Some other 5 paisa accounts were also there with this particular same logic that was mentioned to you has been traded. So let's have a look at that. So this is a portal where you can see multiple accounts together, where like if similar positions are being run, you can just observe it over here. So these are the things. So the same logic that has been traded on some other accounts also. So more or less it's like a decent day. Okay. So to be very frank, if I waited till the end, I must have got ruined, because we would have stop losses getting hit, but probably we must have lost half of our profits. Okay, in this upside move, the call side stop losses, all the call side stop losses would be triggered, making us lose on the straddles. That is in the algo, maybe we must have closed at break even. Discretionary trading, maybe we must have lost half of the profits we made. But the lucky thing was that I went for lunch before 3, or just before this upside move, I went for lunch. Just squared off everything. Like I just tightened the stop loss, just tightened the trail stop loss just to make it hit, and then just went back. Okay, so that was like good thing to do because there was no premium. So at times what happens is, just to make some 10 points or 15 points, you had to wait for another 1 hour. So and obviously you know that the risk is actually on the higher side for you. So in such cases, better you come out. There's just no need to hold on. So how did your day go, Dr. Geo? So I think you made some very good profits today.
Hello,
Dr.
Hari.
Geo,
Yeah.
how did you do?
No. My profits got halved actually.
Towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end, my fee stop loss got hit.
Okay, that's not don't worry about it. Like markets were like that towards the end, so that big move came. Like as I mentioned to you, my thing would have been same if I didn't exit. Discretionary trades we exited, and as far as our algos are concerned, the exit time is before 3. So that they're also safe. But still, how did the week go? What percentage did you what return did you make for the week?
It's about 1.5%.
1.5% for the week. That's great. That's great return. And in fact, like you're a doctor, right? Super.
Yeah,
Doctor student next.
talking to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope my won't discover that.
Okay. So you should visit us sometime with treats.
Sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
I made a lot of low.
I can hear you probably. Hello.
So initially, I started by doing that 10 o'clock strangle.
Okay.
From there on, I started learning the price action. So
Okay.
now I started doing directional selling.
Okay. So now the 10 o'clock strangle.
Only on the expiries I do.
Actively trading.
It's really very effective. Yeah. I have tried that for 2 years, like 1.5 years almost, like with 96% success.
Yeah. So see, right now the accuracy would come down because the markets are highly volatile. But the thing I just
Okay.
wanted to say is the strangle logic still works, but only thing
Yeah.
is a little bit price action also we have to mix with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did.
So you can't do now. Cool. So
After
let's
watching the market for about 1 year, I started doing this and it
great,
started working almost.
great. Sure, we'll catch up soon.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
okay, doctor. So how did it go for Gopal?
Thank you.
Or how did it go for you?
Sir, I had a 3% profit this week.
That's great. That is Mohammed Haisham speaking, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So that's good. So you are also studying. What are you studying?
I'm doing medicine, sir.
Okay. Oh my God, my batch is full of doctors. Huh? Okay. So you're doing medicine in Georgia. Great. So
Yes, sir.
cool. So that's good. Right now, I think your capital is some 6 lakhs something, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. That's a good job. Just make sure that you're consistent. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
what
Thank you.
about others like Gopal and all? What about the rest? How did it
Hello.
go?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So like I started the day I started the day with Bank Nifty, shorted a straddle of just a second. Shorted a straddle of 41,400. Got
Okay.
some nice decay in that.
Mm.
It was a one set straddle, so I was running some 1,200 profit.
Mm.
Then when market broke the 30-minute range,
Mm.
then converted into a directional.
Okay.
Then
And
after
you were short on call options for a while. You remember? I remember you asking me whether to trail the stock, correct?
yes, that also Nifty. Then
Okay.
that time again for at 11:20, I saw there's an opportunity like Nifty breaking its day low. I shorted 17,700
Mhm.
at 49, but trailed CTC and CTC SL got hit. Same for the 41,400, which I turned from non-directional to directional. That also SL got hit.
Mhm.
Then I shorted another 41,300. In that I got some nice profit, but again trailing SL hit in the same. In the ending, I shorted a 41,300 straddle.
Mm.
I saw the day is getting range bound in it was like trading in a particular range Bank Nifty.
Mm.
So shorted a 41,300 straddle, got some nice decay in that around 700 to 800 profit. Then I went for lunch, but when again because it was breaking the day's low again. So, but again when I came back and saw it closed in 41,300 only. So
Okay, it's fine. It happens. Anyway, see,
yeah.
today towards the end, though, it was totally unexpected. No problem.
Yeah.
Market is always there.
But I'm happy that like I made less money, but I'm happy that I didn't lose
And
anything.
surviving the case is a whole different thing. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
and
So
basically
what
like
about
I am scaling up from tomorrow because from like whatever loss I had faced, like by trading with one lot only, I've recovered everything. I'm in break even,
okay?
and
I
from tomorrow
deserve
the
a
new
treat.
expiry, I'm scaling up.
I deserve a treat.
Sorry,
I deserve a treat.
for sure. I'm coming to Bangalore anyhow
Okay.
by November ending. So
Okay, then. So how was it for Siddharth?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Today I made 1%, sir.
Great, great, great. Good enough. So
Monthly 4.5%, sir. Totally.
that's amazing. That's more than mine.
Yeah, I sent you, sir, a screenshot 2 weeks back.
Done. I'll check it out. See, I have been quite busy with some.
Yeah, calculating everything, it comes 4.4 to 5.
Great, great. Cool. So we are doing around 2% this month, and that's amazing. Okay. So cool, guys. So I'll be sharing the recording of today's trades with you. So just have a look at it. Okay. So thank you. Have a great day.
Thank
hello.
you.
Yeah. Hi.
So one last thing,
Yeah.
like so like I have dropped your test. I think so you're busy. So
I'll check it out. I'll check it out today only. To
Sure,
tell-
sure. Yeah, done. Okay. Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me,
sir,
Siddharth.
I have a small doubt, sir. Sir, actually, when the strike price has OA of 0.0, what will happen if we sell the strike, sir?
See, all the out of the money options will expire worthless. So that's the reason you see some of the positions we have is left just like that.
Okay.
You see that some of the positions are not squared up. It is zero. Correct?
No, sir. I'm talking about the sensible chart.
What is the significance? At the end of the day, there is no significance of it. Just leave it.
Okay, so we should not sell those strikes, no, sir?
You're telling about the strikes that doesn't have any OI, correct?
Yes, sir. 0.0.
Who trades those strikes?
Okay. So just for
Fine, just
got
leave
it.
it there.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay, guys, have a great day. Thank you. So, how did the day go for you?
Sir?
Excellent, sir.
Great. So today, to be very honest, today towards the end, the kind of move that came in was like too crazy, right? So, how many of you don't? This is somebody who could actually tell that you expected that to happen. That was like so crazy. So I just will show you all the positions that we had, whatever we did, everything right now. So first and foremost, today I was trading in Nifty. So today we were actually trading in Nifty. So how many of you were there who was actually present for the morning live trade as well? I think at
I was
least,
present.
yeah, you guys were there. So what percentage did you make today, Mohammed?
I made 2%, sir.
You made 2%, great. And you were trading in Bank Nifty, correct?
No, Nifty only.
You were trading in Nifty only. Okay. So I think you shall visit by our office. You're in Kottayam, right? Drop by our
Yes,
office.
sir.
Drop by
No,
our
sir.
office.
I'm studying in Georgia right now.
Georgia. Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And did we know each other in school or something?
No, sir. I know all of your classmates.
What
You
is
know
it?
Sagar.
Yeah, I know.
I used to stay at his home for a few months now, so we used to talk about you.
Okay.
Uh,
Just text me. Just text me personally. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah. So over here, you can actually just see the charts of Nifty. Okay. So this is what has been happening today. We had a gap up, and what were we looking out for? So as far as our gap logic or as far as our gap setup is concerned, we had a favorable risk-reward ratio today. That is, if you have a look at the opening range. So first point or the first
I'm
thing.
coming in 10 minutes.
First point or the first aspect to keep in our mind is almost 60% of the times the intraday gaps kind of actually get filled the very same day. So that itself calls out for a good opportunity because majority of the times the intraday gaps gets filled the very same day. So if you have a look over here in the charts of Nifty, so this is the first 15-minute opening range. So I was actually just looking at this. That is just waiting for the first 15-minute opening range, the high and low to get formed. Now, we kind of actually figure out, or we kind of actually just see for ourselves that once the high and low get formed, if at all the price is to break the low, okay, and we had to keep our stop loss at the high of the first 15 minutes, then the risk is going to be around 60 points. Now, if we are to look out for a gap filling move, then we can actually expect some sort of a 100-point move for the gap to kind of actually get filled. So that itself, the risk reward ratio is almost 1:2.76. That is almost 1:3, I would say. So the risk reward ratio is actually very much in our favor. So now what are the next part? Let me just zoom in. So let's have a look at the levels. So if you kind of actually have a look at the levels over here, that is if you just have a look at the levels in this particular chart, I see for myself the Muhurat day low, which was also acting as the support level on last Tuesday. Wednesday was a holiday. On Tuesday also, this was actually holding as a support. So I can just mark a support level over here, correct? So a support level can be marked out over here. So this was holding as a support on Muhurat day. Then on Tuesday also, this was holding as a level, finding a support, picking up, falling down. Then later on, it converted to the new resistance. So it was clearly evident from the start of the day itself that this all level, which was holding as a support, will be converted to the new support here also. Last day it was acting as a resistance. So that is exactly what we see over here. So initially the lows get broken, the price actually goes for a fall. Again, the price retest. So you can see that exactly the day so that the 15-minute range is actually being tested. Again, the price is actually falling down, finding a support over here. Then at the end of the day, that is when it is breaking down. So it breaks down. So it is like after I went for breakfast. So after I went for breakfast, that is when it breaks down. Then again, it comes back, tests the very same level, faces rejection from here, fills in the gap. Then from there, it was like a sharp move. So I had my positions, like very thankfully, I had my positions exited before this particular move. I'll just show you the positions also. And so you see how well levels are being respected. So one thing I just wanted to mention out is, see, levels, tracking levels is one thing, trading it is a completely different thing. So as far as marking levels is concerned, almost everybody can do that. In fact, even kids can do. So how you can actually stick with your levels and just make sure that you're staying disciplined in whatever trade you're taking, that is actually what matters more. Okay. Now, so how did we trade it? Okay. So as far as this particular trade was actually concerned, the days were getting broken. It can be traded with futures. That is, you can trade this by shorting the futures. Or another thing that you could actually do about this, you can sell call options. So in this particular case, how I personally approached, or how I personally traded in this case was actually by selling call options. So as I mentioned to you during the live market hours, so we started ourselves by selling ATM call options. At that particular point in time, it was a 17. Okay, somebody is joining. I think Gopal. Okay, so at that particular point in time, we kind of actually started off by selling the. I'll just share the screen. Yeah. So we. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Can you see my screen right now? Okay, sorry. I think something is wrong. Just hold on. Okay, just bring it to the other screen. So I started myself by selling the 17,750 call option as the day's low gets broken. Okay, so if you have a look at it, so this the 8200, all these things that you kind of actually see are basically hedges. Okay, so initially we sold for ourselves the 17,750 call option. I think I can show you any one account, that'll be better. Just log into any particular account and show you as well. Okay, just give me a moment. Just a second, guys.